Cup champion Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Rhul. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy. Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Neal Rhul, Lindsey Hunter in for D-Mac. Big Mike Gentry is here. Spencer Raxter is here. Anything to talk about? Tigers with the sweep in Anaheim over the Angels. Jake Rogers, 2 home runs.
Hell yeah.
He's 1 away from 20.
We won the Verlander trade.
There it is, everybody. Give me your reactions to the Tigers sweep. Where does this set them up for next year?
El Mago's back, says Dan Wood.
El Mago is back. Lindsey, what's up, man?
Great weekend, man. It was a lot of good sports, a lot of good topics, a lot of good games.
Lindsey called me last night when I was driving home.
What is that combo like?
He goes, "Oh, how you feeling, Spamo?" I was like, "Oh, come on, man. You can't do this to me."
I'm that guy, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
I really was checking on Spinbo to make sure he was okay.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Making sure he was okay.
Hey, notice I let you live this weekend, Spenmo.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. It was a rough football weekend around these parts.
Yeah, it was.
Let's just say it like that. Jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread, Detroit Dabber 313 with the good morning, Ryan's reaction with the what up, though, and then people starting in right away on Dan Campbell. Yes, we are getting into that, no question about it. That's going to pretty much be the run of show today, Lindsey. I mean, we'll take a look around the league, just kind of what stood out to you in the second hour, but we're going to get into it hot and heavy. But, Lindsey, I didn't do this to Spenmo yesterday, but he's here now, and there's no escape. And we got to get through 2 hours.
It's almost my birthday.
Well, today's not your birthday. So
that's fair.
Both for your alma mater, which we'll get into that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not going to be here.
We'll get into that in the second hour.
I ain't going to be here.
What, will you be returning your ski mask?
Yeah, shout out Magic. No, I'm wearing my ski mask next week.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's 1 week.
Did you see Seattle's locker room? They had the ski mask.
They had the ski mask. They were skied up, as you guys like to say.
They were.
Yeah,
that was embarrassing.
Damn. I feel like Florida Evans right now, man.
Hey, the thing about it, man, when you do things like that, you just got to be able to live with the consequences. When things don't go your way, people are going to mock you. That's just the reality of sports, and you have to embrace that.
Yeah, and like that's what it is. Real cream of wheat. Can't believe Seattle walked in here with another win. And guys, look, man, there were signs. You know what really had me worried by kickoff? When that spread slid down to 4.5, and I was like, oh no. Oh, no,
dude,
no.
How do they know? Like,
Some people do that for a living, man.
I know, dude. It's just, that amazes me all the time.
Wheezy D313, the Sam Flannel Apology Tour. I don't know. For what? What? For what?
No, I was laughing at Spencer.
Yeah. I don't know what Sam Flannel's apologizing for.
Oh, okay. That's what I was going to ask the people. I mean, could he be apologizing because he told everybody to take Aiden Hutchinson over 14.5 sacks? And we're sitting on 0 right now?
It's still early,
I
though.
know it's early, Lindsey.
It's early. His motor hadn't started running yet. It's still warming up.
He's bored.
Well, let's get this one out of the way. He is bored. I was told people in the 734 were really bored on Saturday
bored,
night.
I guess.
Let's just get this one out of the way. Cat spot. Detroit needs a second pass rusher. They needed Jalen Carter. Lions had 1 sack against a beat 2-ish Seattle offensive line.
He's not wrong.
And they were. I mean, Lindsey, let's just cut the shit and just get into it. Like, we can skip the how was your weekend shit and all that kind. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it was terrible, dude. If you're a Michigan State fan,
terrible.
Yeah, if you're a Michigan State fan, your program's dead. It is dead. And I look forward to the apologies from the Michigan State faithful. I look forward to my Twitter timeline being filled up with people saying, no, you know what, Neal, you were right. But it's weird. I don't get those. I just get, who do you think recruited all these guys to Georgia? That was Mel Tucker.
Yeah.
Remember that? You remember those shows?
Yeah, he did
I got murdered by your
he
people.
He did it with one hand. The other one was occupied.
I got murdered by your people. funny. I don't hear anything from it. No, but your program is dead. We'll get into that coming up. What? It's dead.
They're not dead.
Lindsey.
They're not dead.
I'm not letting you do this. We have to talk Lions. We have to talk Lions and get into it. They fall to the Seattle Seahawks. And yet again, 37. Well, I guess they did kind of contain the Seahawks compared to what they've done as of late. Only 31 points in regulation, Lindsey.
How many did they score last year? 45?
They were averaging what, 49 a game or something like that against them? Something like I don't know.
So you look at situations like that, and you certain teams, man, just it's a crazy matchup for certain teams. Like, and that seems to be the problem with Seattle and Detroit. Like, they just seem to match up well with them for some strange reason. And that often happens. And you can see, like, great teams that tend to play teams that are probably not as good, but the matchup bothers them. Miami, New England, it's just a matchup. And you can see it. It's just Seattle, whatever Detroit threw at them, Seattle had an answer, and they just kept coming back. And it's like that sometimes. And I'm not looking at that. I know everybody's going to throw out, hey, we need to do this. We should have drafted him. No, you got what you got. This is your team. So, good, bad, or indifferent, they're going to be fine. I'm not really worried about this one game. I think they'll be fine. They'll bounce back, and everybody will be lovey-dovey back with the coach again.
How about we do this? We got about 7 minutes left in this segment. I'll make a deal with everybody. We're going to get into the game. We can do that for the next 7 minutes, though we should have drafted this person. Everybody just get it out of your system.
Jalen Carter looks pretty good.
What's that?
Jalen Carter looks pretty good.
Jake Moody, 6 for 6.
Okay.
Made a 57-yarder that would have been good from 70 yesterday. We took Broderick Martin 3 picks in front of him. I didn't see any numbers next to Broderick Martin in the
He's not played yet.
I didn't see any numbers next to Broderick Martin out there. You got one, BMG? Come on. Come on.
Trying to think. I mean, you could say Bijan. They were kind of bringing that up on the morning show, but I mean, you passed on Bijan, drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. Bijan, 100 yards rushing yesterday. I'm pretty sure he had like 30 yards receiving.
Yeah, he had like 170 yards or something like that, like from line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Some crazy ass number. By the way, they're rolling into town at 2-0 this week.
Yeah. And guess what? Monty's injured now, and they said it's going to be a couple weeks before we see him. Yep.
James Houston has a fractured ankle. I saw the news today. That hurts. Pete Smith in the WoodwardSports.com chat. Here's Ian Rappaport. James Houston suffered a fractured ankle, an injury that knocks him out at least 6 to 8 weeks. More testing today to see if he'll need surgery and how much longer he'll be out. He had 8 sacks last year, and not good. Not good, Lindsey. Not good.
Not great, Bob.
Yep. Pete Smith. We shouldn't have drafted Andre Ware. How far back do you want to go? Just do it. We got 6 more minutes.
Randy Moss. Oh, God.
I didn't have a problem with them not taking Randy Moss. It was that they took Jermaine Crowell in the second round. If you were going to take a receiver in the second round, just take the best one in the first round. Mm-hmm. Is that fair? Get out of your system.
Yeah, but everybody passed on Moss, so a lot of people missed out on that one.
Yes. So there is that. We have 5 minutes left. Broder, Terry Fair can suck it. Pete Smith, Ernie Sims. Why'd we draft Ernie Sims?
Aaron Donald will look pretty good on this team.
See, aren't you glad we're doing this?
No.
I feel like there's a little bit of a release right now. I feel like there's a little bit of a release.
We're not talking about MSU.
You're happy.
I'm not happy.
Big Cuz, burn the effing ski mask. Spencer Raxter says his ski mask is coming back next week.
Wearing it next week.
I like that.
It's
Spenny.
one game, man.
If I were you, here's why. If I were Spenny, if I were you and all of you that bought your ski mask off Amazon, here's what I would do. I would go ahead and initiate that return. I would take it back to Kohl's because they slide you a little 30% off coupon when you bring that ish back to Kohl's. Return it through Kohl's. A little insider tip right there. A little 30% off coupon at Kohl's. Lindsey, come on, let's go.
No, man, keep the ski mask. You can't
30% off at Kohl's.
They can't bail out now, dude. It's 2 games. You can't bail out.
I'm not saying bail out. I'm saying take the ski mask back to Kohl's and get a 30% off coupon. Get compensated, Lindsey.
No,
Come
man,
on.
That's their mantra right now. The ski mask is that's their swag right now. They're coming in like thieves in the night and winning football games and going to get to the championship game. That ski mask is important.
Spencer, what if I offered you a 30% off Kohl's coupon?
No, I'm keeping it.
And you get your money back
No, I'm keeping it.
for the ski mask.
I'm keeping it.
You going deer hunting this fall?
Nope. I'm gonna wear it on some. I've never been hunting.
Okay. I'm trying to help. Cody Ingle, we aren't using Gibbs like ATL is using Bijan, though. And there's some reasons for that, by the way. And I got to send this over to Spenny. I probably will during the break. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. The away fan. Neal, if I'm not mistaken, you said you'd want to beat the Chiefs even if it meant losing to the Seahawks. I did.
Yes, he did. He said he'd take 1-4.
I didn't say I'd take 1-4. Now you're making assumptions.
I think you did, man.
No, I did not say that. Yeah, you can pull up that
What
tape.
did he
I
say?
never
What
said
did he
that.
say?
I don't know.
That was the
1-3.
line.
Have to run back
Lindsey,
the
I said
tape.
that was the line.
You said 1-3
That
or
was
1-4.
What's the saying? That was a bridge too far. Like that's what it was. Eric Wall, you get swag when you win games. I don't know. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help. Steve Wild says I would take the coupon.
I'm not jumping off the train after one game.
Right.
Man. It's one game, and
Spenny,
they lost
think
in
about it.
overtime. Like, should have won that game, but you didn't. Move on to Atlanta.
And that's fair. Again, you know what? I'm not going to have the overreactions to it that some of the other people are going to have to it. Because you were right. Texter in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I said I would make that trade, and that trade is here. And guess what? I'm still cool with it. By the way, did anybody catch Chris Jones' act yesterday? Dude was a menace out there.
Pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Dude was a menace. Because there's a simple time of the football game where it flipped. And, like, you can get into particulars. And, yes, 3 turnovers to none is not good for business. And the football gods do not allow you to win. I understand that. But as I've looked around, and I've talked about this in the past, there is a moment in that game where it was lost by the Lions. And when we come back to start the next segment, we're going to get into that and really start to break it down. Phil, that turf destroyed our team. Get the turf. You guys got 30 seconds left. Who should we have drafted, and when are we going to real grass at Ford Field?
Never.
Hurry up.
You know who also looked good yesterday was Mr. Chase Young.
Yes, he did.
And we got a hole on that defensive line. Actually, I would say we have a few holes by not getting to the quarterback at all yesterday. So
Yes.
might have to inquire about that one.
My favorite thing, too, real quick, perusing Twitter, and we'll ride off on this one. The whole Lions have to trade for Mike Evans. There was like a contingent of that on Twitter. Tampa Bay's 2-0.
Yeah. They're baking the NFC North.
Baker.
Yeah, they're
The
2-0.
Baker man is back.
Hey, he knows. Baker Mayfield's not a dummy.
He's
Shit.
kind of a dummy.
Well, hey, shit, throw it up to Mike Evans, man.
Got Johnny Manziel a Heisman.
Absolutely. You see what I'm saying right there?
Yeah, and if you need to change your mood after this Lions loss, there's a place you can go that'll help with that, and that is Dispo. Experience the true meaning of exceptional cannabis products with Dispo Dispensary, with over 12 locations, including their new location that is now open at Whitmore Lake. Dispo is never far away. Join us for all 4 shows this Friday, September 22nd at Dispo in Romeo. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink live on Sunday at home games for the official Lions VIP tailgate party. It is presented by Bullseye Event Group. The official Lions tailgate is back and better than ever. How would you like to pregame it with Woodward Sports and be treated like a VIP? Food, beverages, and entertainment all included. Get your tickets online today at bullseyeeventgroup.com or win some from Woodward Sports today. Just subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on IG, and direct message Lions VIP. It's the Bullseye Event Group Lions VIP tailgate.
Oh, we're off and running here. Big D Energy post-game, post-mortem Monday. Lions fall to the Seahawks. Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxer. All right, we're done with the draft stuff. You guys promised me. We're done with the draft stuff, all right? So now we push on. That being said, Brennan, where's Jack Campbell? Why draft him in the first round and not play him? All right, we're done.
He played.
We're done. Brandon, and I said, I teased this before we went to the break. I said, oh, by the way, subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast.
5
iTunes,
stars.
Spotify, Spreaker. How many stars?
5 stars.
5 stars, please. Rate, review, subscribe, all that business. All right, Brandon, because I said, I know the moment when that game was lost. And Brandon says, when we came out on offense after stopping them on fourth with 1:50 to go, worst offensive plan ever. And I thought it was a little soft. I did. I was like everybody else. I was a little stunned. That is not when we lost that football game. You want to know when we lost that football game, Lindsey?
When did we lose?
And Spenmo will mark me on this, BMG too, because they've heard me talk about this before. Yesterday, the Chiefs sucked for the entire first half.
They were bad.
And punched one in with a minute to go in the first half. Got the ball to start the second half, third quarter. Went right down the field and scored a touchdown. They're losing 6-0. Boom, they're up 14-6, and away they go. The situation played out for the Lions. They dodged a bullet with the missed field goal.
Right.
After they were in a spot where they could have capitalized. They're up 14-7. They're getting the football. You go down and score, a la like the Chiefs did. Can we agree they're a good football team?
Yes.
Even though they're not playing well? They're a
Yes.
good football team.
Absolutely.
We watched the Patriots do this for years. The masters of it. They kind of turned me on to this because I was like, man, they always do this. They're getting the football up 14-7. Montgomery fumbles. Seahawks score. They tie the game. Now it's a game. Now it's a game. Now it's on serve. Now it's a game. You had to get points coming out of the locker room, man. To me, you damn sure can't turn it over. And they did. And look, myself, Spenmo, I'm a big David Montgomery guy. But he put it on the ground and you can't. You know who'd be the first person to say that to you? David Montgomery.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you back me up on this one.
No doubt.
When Lindsey
No doubt.
Hunter doesn't play well, who's the first person that knew he didn't play well?
Me. So, hey. But I still think we can blame play calling, we can blame fumbles, we can blame. If you watch the game and watch the game in its entirety, Seattle never seemed like they were out of the game. Like even when the Lions were up, Seattle never seemed like they were out of the game. And that worried me. When I watch games and I'm like, okay, we're winning, but dang, can't put these dudes away. And that's what it felt like. And that's what it ended up being.
No, and it was. And look, the following statements are true. And this isn't me apologizing for the Lions or anything like that. Can we take a look at what they had? That was a playoff team last year, the Seattle Seahawks.
Absolutely.
They have a Hall of Fame coach.
Right.
2 Hall of Fames. College Hall of Fame, Pro Hall of Fame.
Right.
Dual Hall of Fame coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We talked about that before this happened. We said Pete Carroll could cut coach's butt off.
And he certainly did. They were down 2 tackles and in the second quarter down a center. And the Lions got no pressure. Did not take advantage of it at all.
And Geno's not the most mobile quarterback. He can run, but for the most part, he wants to sit in the pocket, and we still couldn't
get to him.
Yeah, couldn't get to the guy, man.
So, again, I mean, those are all the factors that were in play. Although all those previous statements are true. Hall of Fame coach, NFL playoff team last year, who also was coming in desperate after a Week 1 loss.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, the people that were on there talking about 44-13 and the Seahawks should just not even get on the plane and all that kind of stuff. They're a good football team, man. They're a playoff team in the NFL.
Yes, definitely. And you can say what you want about Geno Smith. He has resurrected his career, and he's playing well. He's playing really good football.
There's nothing else you can say about that. That's a factual statement, man.
Right.
And again, for me, it goes back to that. And you can get into it, and I'm seeing all the talk right now about Steven Syrett. Punt, kick field goals. No. See, that is the one that I'm cutting off right there. Because everybody on here, thousands of you last week here at Woodward, the fake punt at your own 20, you're like, oh, that's Dan Campbell. That's my coach. Let's go, Dan.
Yep.
No, you guys don't get to do that shit today.
Yep.
You do not get to do that. And oh, by the way, passing up on 2 field goals resulted in 1 touchdown. That's math. That's what happened. They got a touchdown. They passed on 2 field goals. That's the way football is played in the NFL now. It's a touchdown game. So, no, I'm cutting you guys off right there. I'm not having that, man. Last week, lines were lit up. Text lines were lit up. Oh, that's Riverboat Gambler. That's Dan Campbell. You don't. No blackjack players going into the casino and winning 100% of hands, dude. Nobody. I'm not having that shit today.
Yeah, I'm with you. I put that out there yesterday, on Twitter. Like, it's not on Dan Campbell. You can't say, oh, Dan Campbell should have done. No, he's going to coach how he's going to coach. You can't turn the ball over 3 times, and you can't not sack Geno Smith. Your only sack from a linebacker when you have an offensive line missing its 2 starting tackles, that can't happen.
Right.
That cannot happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Alex Anzalone was the only one who got a sack.
Yeah, and again, that can't happen. And for all the people, again, and I know, like, with my history, people are going to roll their eyes at this. But again, I'm only dealing with factual statements today. Factual statement. We're 2 weeks in. Aiden Hutchinson doesn't have a sack. And I was told he was going to get 15 this year. I'm not being a dick about it, dude.
No, but it's still early, man.
I know, and I know, Lindsey, I know what, I'm not saying it's over.
But I understand what you're saying. For all the talk, and we watched him against the Chiefs, he didn't get a sack, but he pressured the quarterback. He had Mahomes. Mahomes, of course, will run and scramble, but he caused some turmoil against the Chiefs, and it seemed to not be as much against Seattle for whatever reason. I don't know. But how much blame does Jared Goff get in this? Like, he played a solid game. I thought.
Brought him back. They were down 10 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He brought him back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not the one calling the plays out there.
Pick 6 hurts.
Yeah, and by the way, oh, man, I meant to send you that during the break. Anyway, I saw a tweet from Brad Galley that Dan Campbell intimated yesterday that Gibbs ran the wrong route, which my group of friends, I was sitting there watching, I'm like that it didn't look right the whole time. He got hit as he threw. Like, what are you going to do, man? If he ran the wrong route, what are you supposed to do? And you know he did, because Campbell talked about it in the post game. He wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, too, who do we see towards the end of that game at the running back spot?
Craig Reynolds.
You see what I'm saying? Like, for the people that are clamoring for Jahmyr Gibbs, Lindsey, that tells me, when you reconstruct all this, that tells me he ran the wrong route, man.
Okay, yeah, he ran the wrong route. I mean, and, rookies are going to rookie sometimes. We talked about that.
I'm the inventor of if you're betting on a rookie parlay, you're dead.
But just because somebody runs the wrong route, you throw the ball away, right?
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong?
Look, got hit as he threw what? Okay, so he needs to be interception free at
No,
an
I'm
NFL record capacity for you to win games.
No,
then.
we're not saying that, but that particular play was a pick six.
Okay.
That kind of
Sucks.
No doubt.
know?
No doubt. But I'm not having that, man. Like, he went out there and made plays yesterday.
Yeah, he made plays.
He made plays.
But he made a mistake also.
Sure. And he brought you back when you were down 10 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
How
he
often
did.
does that happen?
He
Very
did.
rarely.
He did. But got to throw it away, man. Some kind of way. You got to figure out how to Brock Purdy it.
William Rhodes says, with that defense, Goff needs to be perfect. Is that, I mean, are we getting there?
Well, first we were ranting and raving about the defense week one. Everybody was talking about how everybody was flying around. Oh, man, look at the D-backs flying to the ball. Now the defense, we have to be perfect?
The duality of man.
Are you serious?
It's Cody Ingle. 121 QBR rating for Goff. Save the Goff blame.
Goff had a great game, except for the pick six.
Yep.
I'm salty. So if a guy runs a wrong route, just throw a pick six. Sounds right. Salty, if you're throwing the ball where he's supposed to be and he's not there, that's what happens. What are we doing today, man? I made it 26 minutes today. This was the mark of the end. 20. And Lindsey, like, I'm not fall off the cliff the way everybody else is.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
I'm not. You played an NFL playoff team against a Hall of Fame coach with a quarterback who's playing pretty well, that was coming off a loss,
That you couldn't touch.
that you couldn't get to. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you. Like, that's it for me. Parlay that with the halftime clock, the end of the second quarter, beginning of the third quarter. You don't get a sack in this league, you're dead. You're
Pretty
dead.
tough.
It's pretty simple, man. It's all pretty simple.
Mark Larson said, Lindsey, passes are thrown to a spot. Pass was in the air before Gibbs cut. I understand certain routes require the pass to be thrown to a spot. Larson, I know that. I actually played football. You understand that part? So, but yet and still, some of the mistakes you make are gravely when you throw a pick six. It's just, that's how this league is, man. And I'm not blaming Goff for it. Gibbs ran the wrong route, you know. He was hit as he threw the ball. That happens,
Right.
you know.
I mean, granted, it hadn't happened for the last almost 400 pass attempts. But, you know, hey, mistakes happen. Just like you're making a mistake if you don't watch a Lions pregame show here on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and other weekly special guests. There'll be a certain weekly special guest co-host this Sunday, as a matter of fact, for the Lions-Falcons game.
Who's it going to be?
I wonder who that'll be.
I don't know.
We'll see. You'll have to tune in and see. I'm not putting up with his shit that day either. But hey, whether you're sipping the Kool-Aid or right now you're saying same old Lions, doesn't matter. Don't miss the Lions pregame show on Woodward Sports. Neal Rhul and Jeff Iafrate, Saturday.
And they'll keep you covered, just like Guardian Alarm will keep you covered, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They'll also have professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Neal Rhul here for 5 Iron Golf, downtown Detroit's newest sports bar. 13 TrackMan simulators, certified instructors, and most importantly, a full bar and a restaurant. Leagues are going right now. You can still get in on it, compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. You can bring a foursome or sign up as an individual. They'll place you on a team. Don't worry about it. Go to 5irongolf.com to take a look at your options. And when you join a league, use promo code Woodward10. They'll give you 30% off your league green fees. Again, code Woodward10. That's 5irongolf.com to sign up. Get to 5 Iron Golf. All right, we're getting into it. I got triggered. Neal Rhul, Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Ryan's reaction, Goff got sacked. Then on the next play, his pocket collapsed again. I blame the offensive line for the INT. And look, there's plenty of blame to go around everywhere. There's no question about it. But the bottom line is this. This is the other thing too. It's a win-loss league. Last week, Chris Jones didn't play, Travis Kelce didn't. Don't care. They won. Right. That's the way this league works.
Right.
This week, they didn't get to the quarterback with two backup tackles and for half the game a backup center, and they couldn't even tell what kind of deodorant Geno Smith used, man. They don't aftershave, cologne, none of it. Did he have Dracar on? Was it Cool Water, CK1? Nobody knows.
Old Spice,
Aqua Velva, whatever. No one will ever know. And WoodwardSports.com chat thread. We just been chopping it up, man. We just been sitting here chopping it up. And the defense is taking some shade right now. Jay Cruz and 7. The defense failed us. And they did yesterday, man. Again, you can reconstruct it all. Like, when you score 31 points in the NFL, you should win at home, man.
Yeah, you should. But for some reason, Seattle's averaging how many points on us, Spinny?
Like 40 at least.
For some reason, Seattle just rings the bell against us every year.
Lindsey, when you played the 04 Pistons even, who was that team for the going to work pit? Who was that team that was a pain in your guys' ass all the time? And,
it was a sorry team that we just didn't match up well against. I don't even think they made the playoffs, but who was that? God, it was a team that it was awkward matchups. They did unorthodox stuff. Who the hell?
Stuff that can beat you on a night, but it's not going to beat you over the course of a season.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, again, it is that. Here on Mark M. Spenny, here's a 10 spot towards getting you out of jail or an Uber for tomorrow.
Shout out.
Spencer Raxter's birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow. At Venmo, Spenmo Rex.
This guy, man.
Venmo at Spenmo Rex. My birthday tomorrow. I'm not going to be here tomorrow because I got my tattoo session. It's like all day.
Yes.
It's like an hour away.
Michael Nunley says, Neal, I believe this was a critical game, and this loss was a punch in the mouth we needed for both fans and the team. And, it's – I don't know about that. He says we need to get back to the grit. I don't think that they got, out-gritted or anything. Verlin 21, the coaching was trash. I'm not buying it. You loved it. Verlin 21, you loved it last week. You loved it.
Well, that's what fans do, man. It's like now the sky is falling now. Everything was peachy keen when we beat the Chiefs. We were the team to beat. So you can't have it all. Like, you can't say we're this great one week and then the next week we're the worst team Oh, I've heard somebody in the chat said our players couldn't make other teams' practice squads. Like, this is crazy. What the hell is going on?
Steve-O baby, stop making excuses for your quarterback. All right, Steve-O baby. He had 121 QBR rating yesterday. What do you want for the guy? He almost set the NFL record for passing attempts without an interception. So he's got to be perfect. He's got to be perfect for them to win, you're saying.
Someone said that.
Somebody, stop with this.
Someone said it. Someone said, with that defense, Goff has to be perfect. But our defense was just flying around against the Chiefs. We were looking like world beaters. Everybody was excited about the secondary. Oh, secondary was flying around, creating turnovers.
Goff outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Remember that?
Yep. Yeah.
Remember that?
Hey, man.
Okay, El Gato. Neal, 4th down last week wasn't in field goal range, bro. I know, bro.
That's
and
even
guess
worse.
what? They passed up 2 field goal attempts. And you know what the result was, bro? A touchdown. 7 points. Greater than 6, bro. With a kicker, by the way, bro, that you don't know if it's going to make the field goal or not, bro, because they took Broderick Martin instead of Jake Moody. All right, I told you there was one. That one's different. That was mine. You know I died on the hill for the Jake Moody. So that's different. Bro,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
check your math, El Gato. Oh, take the 2 field goals. Why? You lose a point in your scenario if you make both the kicks. It's a touchdown league.
Touchdown.
Jesus, man. 11:36. I still got an hour and 20 minutes.
No, man, I just think people need to relax, man.
Bro.
What did your favorite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, say when they were all up in arms and relax? Take a deep breath.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
No, and it's not.
It sucks, but
Right.
it's gonna happen.
You know what it is? It doesn't even suck, guys. You know what yesterday was? A missed opportunity.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it was.
We're
And then
not
you know
mad,
what?
We're disappointed.
We're not mad. We're disappointed. We're a little both today.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Atlanta Falcons did you a favor and came back and beat Green Bay. You're still tied for first in your division. What's the goal here? And I got to be consistent, Lindsey, right? What did I say about this Lions team? Pass, fail. Win a playoff game or fail.
Right.
Host a playoff game. Win it. To host a playoff game, you have to win
Your division.
your division.
Right.
You're still set up to do that.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, you got Atlanta this week, and then you're going to Lambeau, and then we get to hear the whole game. That's dumb that games are on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Who's even quarterbacking for Atlanta?
Desmond Ritter. He's 2-0.
Throws like 5 balls a game.
That won't last.
Well, Sunday would be a good time for it to end. You see what I'm saying? No, but and I might have another get right for you, by the way, for Sunday. And I don't like to localize it, but I want to see which way the line goes.
Okay. The get right hit. Shout out Iowa.
The get right hit.
Shout out Hawkeyes.
They score a touchdown with 8 seconds left in the game, up 34-10, and they run one in with 8 seconds. Big Mike Gentry. That's a little bit deeper analysis than you get most places.
Yeah, no, I was worried a little bit. I told you I was looking
Never worry.
I was looking at the phone. They were driving. They had a little 2-minute drill, but they took it home for Neal. They took it home.
No, they
for
took
old
it
Uncle.
home for you.
The people.
The people.
Uncle Neal just got the people right.
46-15, got you right again. The tweets are kicking up. The DMs and the tweets
Yeah.
are kicking up, man.
That's
The
what it's all
streets are
about.
behind me, Lindsey. The streets F with me, bro. They do.
Randy Howard said he put $100 on the get right.
Congratulations.
And I was texting Neal before the game, and the line went up like 2.5 points.
Yeah.
Right before the game. So
Because the streets, I'm the Frank Carter. You
Streets
know, the streets know. Because I protect my streets. You best believe the streets going to protect me.
That's fair.
All right. Booner and Broder, they'll protect you at night, as a matter of fact, with the Woodward Nights Show with Booner and Broder, two of Detroit's newest up-and-coming sports personalities from 8 to 10. Booner and Broder every single night. Here's some of Detroit sports' hottest takes. Booner and Broder 8 to 10 on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. But we're talking about Lions. We're talking about the Seahawks and what went down. I'm not crushed the way everybody else is crushed. You lost to an NFL playoff team against a Hall of Fame coach and a team that lost their first game that had to have it. Because when we talk about the NFL coming up in the second hour, there are some teams. And by the way, the old playoffs are going to be, by the math, are going to be missing some teams.
Yeah, early. Some teams have basically eliminated themselves already.
Yes.
Bengals look cooked.
Oh, they're done.
Yes, they do.
Justin Herbert had a chance to close out that game, Neal.
Dude.
He had a chance.
Really weird that he didn't do it.
Losing to Ryan Tannehill. It's a damn shame.
Tell me more.
That guy looked like Jeff Iafrate throwing the football.
Yeah.
Flat.
And Sam Flannel catching it. Big Cuz still stoked and bricked up more than ever. I think our defense is pissed off and will respond, especially after they clowned us in the locker room with the blue ski mask. Spenny, I actually low-key kind of dug that.
Yeah,
I thought that was good.
That's what happens.
You put yourself out there, bro. Like, you open yourself up to that stuff,
Did
man.
someone run out to the 50-yard line with the ski mask on after the game from Seattle?
I didn't catch that. I saw the Insta videos of...
Somebody said that happened.
It just pisses me off that it's like a punt returner or a guy that's like...
Yeah, he was like irrelevant in the game.
Yeah, he's a special teams guy.
That's his moment. That's his moment to shine.
Yeah. He's trying to get free clout. But that's what happens.
I low-key liked it. I do. Like, you put yourself out there, man.
You do, man.
You got to win.
Yeah.
When you talk like that, man, you got to win. Mike Bell, Dan Campbell did not support the ski mask movement.
Says who?
I don't know. Hey now, stupid ski mask crap is dead. It is not dead, Spenny.
Not dead.
You are single-handed. You were first to the party, and goddamn it, you'll be the last to the party.
I'm the last one to leave. I'm keeping it on. I'm wearing it. I got it in the car.
Skeet up.
Skeet up.
During the break, you should go out car and get it, put it back on again.
Yeah, I have to.
Wear it tomorrow for your birthday, man.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what it is. And look, I've made my peace. I said the moment where I thought it was lost. You guys got it out there as well. And it's just there's a lot of minutes, there's a lot of moments in that football game where it comes down. That's the nature of this sport. That's the nature of these games.
Neal,
They're one-score games.
But you were, unlike our fans, you were prepared because you already had said that as long as they beat the Chiefs, you'd take 1-3 or 1-4.
I did not, Lindsey. I did not say that. I told you 1-4 was the line I was not crossing. The people are going to believe what you see. You're an NBA champion, Lindsey. You won a title in this town.
I said you either said 1-3 or 1-4.
And now you're going to lie to the people.
No,
be
I'm
disingenuous.
Guys, did Neal not say that?
You don't pay for a drink in this town when you go out. Now you're going to lie to those same people.
Guys, back me up. Do you guys remember Neal saying, I want to see them beat the Chiefs? I'll take 1-3 or 1-4. I'm not sure if he said 1-4, but
you're bullshitting the people, Lindsey Hunter.
1-3.
I think he said you'd take 1-3 if they beat the Chiefs.
I would, knowing that it won't come to fruition. They're not going to be 1-3.
The chat,
but you said that.
Chat speaking out on it. They said you said 1-3.
Yeah.
See?
He's out here saying. You notice how he's like, Loki, you said 1-4, and then he's like. Then he's holding this to see if the people ride with them on.
He's looking at me and Spencer.
Yeah, back me up here, guys. Come on, push this narrative.
Hey, I knew it was 1-something. I didn't know if it was 1-3.
Let me tell you about some stuff that's actually true.
Burgers
and sandwiches at Big Boy. You know what it is. It's taking over. It's burger time.
Burger time.
They got the best cheeseburger there. You know that. The Big Boy, the All-American Classic. You can mess with this pretzel bacon cheeseburger, though. Look at that thing. Craving chicken? What about the Dolly chicken sandwich? Or turn up the heat with the Bob's hot chicken sandwich. You don't be eating regular ass fries when you could get chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries and save room for dessert. The Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake.
Yeah.
Or some funnel cake fries as well. Get your local Big Boy today.
Burger time.
Burger time.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
How would you like to win a $100K Vegas getaway? Take some of your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps.
Yes!
It's the drink. It's the Citron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win the $100K Vegas getaway at drinkcitron.com/Vegas and buy Citron at your local Meijer store. Citron, the healthier energy drink with great taste and the choice of people who desire to look good, feel great, and be the best version of themselves. Make sure you go to drinkcitron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can enter to win.
All right. Keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, the very upstanding, the very logical, the very honest Neal Rhul, the dishonest and fabricating NBA champion Lindsey Hunter, spinning lies, putting misinformation in the streets for the people to consume.
No, the people remember.
No,
Neal.
they don't.
Yes, they do. Everybody in the chat is sitting here saying, "Yep, Neal said 1 and 3. Neal said 1 and 3." That's what you said. I'm your boy.
They're not going to be 1 and 3.
I know. We hope they're not, but you said you take 1 and 3.
No, but
as long as they beat the Chiefs.
But it is a good segue. We have Big Mike Gentry as well. We have Spencer Raxter. Spenmo Rax, his birthday tomorrow. He will not be here. What's the plan, Spenmo?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna be my tattoo's at 12, and it's like gonna take like 6 hours.
What?
So, yeah.
6 hours.
Well, yeah, I'm getting 2 of them, and he said probably 2 to 3 hours for each of them. So.
Okay.
No.
Well, more importantly than that, what's tonight look like?
Tonight's
the wild card.
Yeah, tonight's a wild card. Yesterday, I don't even know if I'm gonna go out tonight just because yesterday and the day before, Saturday was Centerline Beer Fest, and
Spencer Raxter loves a good beer tent, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. What are you talking about? I was drinking this like Great Lakes Oktoberfest. That was good. Had a beer fest going. Had some beignets. It was pretty fancy. And then yesterday was just yesterday was a blur.
What's it like at a beer tent in Centerline? Pretty much what you think?
Pretty much exactly what you think. Yeah.
All right, I like it. But no, all this is a very, very good segue. Eric Lynn in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Villains lose, but they always come back stronger than the previous time. If you can't lose and come back to win or have a winning season, you don't deserve the playoffs. And all that is true. And look, this whole discussion, and we're starting to get the news rolling in right now. For those that missed it earlier, we talked about it, and if you missed it, James Houston has a fractured ankle and is expected to be out around 8 weeks, give or take. They're going to do another observation, right, to see if he needs surgery done on the ankle. Not great. That is not good. David Montgomery is expected to miss multiple weeks. Again, where I say it was a missed opportunity, that's where it's kind of unique, because it was a missed opportunity, especially with what went on around the division with you. You had a chance to be 2-0. The Vikings would have been 0-2. Vikings are 0-2, et cetera, et cetera. The other part of it, what makes it really disappointing for me, the carnage the Lions took yesterday. You need to lose that much and lose the game. Really, really sucks, Lindsey.
Well, this is gonna test what we all thought we had in depth. This is gonna test us right now. I know it's early, and really wasn't looking forward to having to test our depth this early, but it's going to happen. And other teams, like, what did we say about Seattle? They were missing, 2 tackles. And we couldn't put pressure on them. So they came in, and those guys did their job, and hopefully our guys can come in and do the same,
Right. Got some tweets as well. Dominic Rivera says, if at the beginning of the season I were to tell you they'd be 1-1, would you be happy? Well, you know me. I'm consistent. Yes, I would have been happy with that. He said, you can't turn the ball over so much. That's it. That's all. In all capital letters. Catchphrase. But, yeah, I mean, again, you have to see where you're at. You have to see. I kind of look like BMG's beard right there, even though I can't, grow a beard. I'm jealous of your beard game, Big Mike Gentry.
Wow. I didn't know if you were throwing a stray at me there, but...
No, I'm jealous of your beard game.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Me too.
Thanks, guys. We love a good compliment mid-show.
Yeah. But again, going back to it, Lindsey, that's the part for me. And now here we go into week 3. Now, and look, Spencer says the ski mask aren't behind you because he's bringing it back. But look, past all that now, past the grit and all that stuff, now it's real. It's time for the real NFL season now, Lindsey, where you've taken on attrition. You got to find a way to be a point better than Atlanta. You do. And then you go into Green Bay with a chance to reestablish yourself in this division and get to 3-1 and be in first place and take care of your business on the road. It's a missed opportunity, yes, but now you assess the wreckage and you see where you're at.
Definitely, and this is a very winnable game coming here with Atlanta. I mean, there's no reason the Lions should lose that game. And going into Green Bay, Jordan Love looks better than a lot of people said he would look. He's solid. I think he's a bona fide starting quarterback in the NFL. He looks the part so far. It's only been 2 games. But that's another game that the Lions should go in and win. These next 2 games are vital. I don't want to be 1-3. I want them to be, 3-1 going.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's still out there in front of them.
Right.
Through all this. Now, the road's a little tougher.
I think they can do it. And I think everybody's tune will change after they do it. People will start sounding like they were sounding after week 1. Inconsistent.
Shine Sue and Leonard Fournette.
Yeah. So again, you just have to assess where you're at, know where your deficiencies are, and people were talking about Stephen Baffey. I wonder if Decker will be back next week. All the people saying to trade Decker, you saw what you have without him now, and that is true. And he is an above-average tackle in this league. There is no question about that. And your greatest strength became a liability. Matt Nelson struggled out there, man.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. There's no other way to describe. Who would be the first person, I think, to tell you that Matt Nelson struggled?
Yeah.
Matt Nelson would tell you that.
Right.
I'm not breaking any ground on that. A tour after C.J. Gardner-Johnson cost us maybe the momentum permanently in the game with the stupid penalty. Let's let the fans figure out the rooting devices, and you do football and focus. That was another one that really bothered me. Like, I know he's the people's champion. I know he's a people's hero. But he gave into emotion, Lindsey. He gave into emotion. You can't do it. You got him 3rd and 15, man, at like the 17-yard line.
That was a weak call.
You can't put yourself in that spot, though, Spenny. I know you love the dude. I love the dude. You can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. You gotta know where this situation. You gotta know what you're doing, and you can't do that.
Can't do it, man. And I agree with you. Like, you could just as easily let that go.
Yeah.
As you now come to find out, though, this officiating crew it loves them some flags. But the most heavily penalizing officiating crew in the NFL. And Lindsey, look, I'm not one. I had a tweet yesterday. I was like, these officials are having a bad day, something to that effect, which they did. They did. However, Lindsey, you, D-Mac, like I see, the look on your face right now says it all. You guys are the last people that blame shit on officials.
Right. I'm automatically programmed to think officials are bad. So I go into games knowing that we're not going to get anything. They're going to suck. We don't like them. So act like they don't exist, and we just play. And whatever they call, they call. We keep moving. I try never to look at officials as having any impact on the game, regardless of what happens, because in some way, shape, or form, there's a part of that game that we could have controlled to win it, regardless of what the officials call. So I don't, officials are going to be officials. They suck. That's how I feel about them.
Oddly enough, I'm in the chat, even though it's not my account, which is weird.
I know, I saw that.
From Neal Rhul says, Lions have complete ish in owners, management, coaches, and players. Will never change. Same old Lions. They suck. No.
Yeah,
You don't get to do that either.
Relax, Neal. Fake Neal.
Neal, you don't get to do that either. Yes, I do. No, you don't. You, Neal, were singing the praises of Sheila and Dan Campbell and Brad Helms. You guys don't get to do that. You don't get to be mad about going forward on fourth down, and I don't want to hear about the ownership and the coaching and the GM and all that stuff either. That's so lazy, man. That's so push button tired lazy. You know what? Go listen to another station if you're going to come in here and do that stuff, man. That's so tired and easy and just flat out late. Be better. Be better than that.
Do better, Neal.
Yeah, Neal. You suck, Neal. You're the worst Neal involved with this show. Jesus, man.
They're
The
just
worst.
bored.
The absolute worst. So, hey, when we come back, though, I want to get in. Let's do the rookie watch. We have to, right? Because through all that, there's a point I want to make about this team, too. That we, me, I, you people, all of it. There's an angle
What do you
that
mean, you people?
we were a little overly, the people who were a little overly aggressive.
What do you mean, you people?
That's all I wanted to get to. Real quick, ABC will add 10 Monday Night Football games this season.
What?
ABC, they're going to simulcast the Monday Night Football games, 10 of them this year. So there's that.
Why?
Because people complain that they got to stream stuff.
Yeah.
So for you people that were enraged about the Peacock stuff,
Peacock sucks. That
Those only the Michigan fans.
That shit is terrible. Good thing I turned. Shout out to Rake for giving me his Peacock login, but I turned that on once like 2 drives. Turned it off. That was embarrassing.
you stayed about 2 drives too long.
Yeah.
Your program is dead.
Yeah.
It is dead. Tomorrow.
Basketball season.
Tell me about the recruiting class.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about Swiss Insurance instead.
I'll tell you about Swiss Insurance. Swiss Insurance gets it done, and it is football season. Do you have football on the brain? Of course you do, and so do we. Football season is the perfect time to get covered. Fall is also a perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today. Or go to SwissInsDeck.com and find it for yourself, or you can call Mark at 248-800-4177. That's 248-800-4177. It's Mark with Swiss Insurance.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Looking for the coolest Detroit sports wearables? Then look no further. You found it. WoodwardSports.com/shop. All of your Detroit sports needs. The Stoke Not Scared t-shirt. Double down. Are you still Stoke Not Scared? WoodwardSports.com/shop. Get in there. All the teams are represented. Whatever your flavor is, the best lineup of Detroit sports wearables in Detroit at WoodwardSports.com/shop.
Omago's back.
Omago is back, everybody. And we're back for the second hour of the show. That was the fastest hour in the history of sports talk. Neal, Rhul, Lindsey Hunter, the proprietor of lies. He reeks of meat and cheese. Big Mike Gentry. And, of course, Spencer Raxter, tomorrow's birthday boy. What are you guys all laughing
He
at,
said
man?
he reeks of meat and cheese.
He sits on a throne of lies. He reeks of meat and cheese. It's out there.
You know, it can't be a lie if I told the truth.
But you didn't tell the
That
truth.
is true.
You propagated lies,
1
Lindsey
in 3,
Hunter.
and I have people that back me up.
Hey, JB, if you're listening back there, can you come up here for a second? I need to get spelled real quick. Got a situation brewing. Got a situation brewing.
Attention, Mr. JB Smooth, please report to the TD booth. Mr. JB Smooth with a V.
He doesn't want to slum.
Yeah,
No.
it's true.
He doesn't want to slum with us.
He has it exclusively in his contract that he cannot be on Big D Energy.
That is true.
That was his first negotiating tactic. Welcome to the second hour of the show. Subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, 5-star, rate, review it, subscribe it, all that business. Ben Bauer, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. These people sound stupid. They had a 48-yard field goal attempt that they went for it on. You need points in the NFL. Ben, 100%. It's a touchdown league, bro. I am not having the Dan Campbell slander today. Not having it. And remember, too, I'll be consistent. When they were 1-6, I was like, man, I'm starting to lean on the fact this guy ain't it. I was starting to believe that. But you know what? He's got a style. He stays true to what he is. So I'm here for it.
Right.
I am. Now,
Right.
you want to lie in the weeds and question the urgency at the end of the game to try to go in there and win it? Okay. I mean, I can ride with you on that. I thought the same thing initially. But then when you sit back and cool off, you're like, you got to bank on your defense to get a stop. If need be. You know what I'm saying? If need be.
No doubt.
But they went down the field untouched for the second time in the game and went down and scored. But, you know, again, we've been talking about it. We've been talking about the reaction to it and everything like that. I think that you have to take a look now, because what I want to do is I want to go across the board and the rookie situation. Steve, I still love Campbell too, but that doesn't make him exempt from bad decisions. You know, hey.
Yeah, but it was a great decision when they did it against the Chiefs, and it worked. Everybody was gung-ho.
Yes, I know. And that's what it is. Sam Reynolds, what if over-aggression cost them another game? I was told they weren't aggressive enough. Like, which is it, Flannel? Hey, Lindsey, you were telling me a story about a rapper. Someone broke in his house.
Yeah, man. They broke in his house. I don't know. It jumped off my feed. But they broke in his house. 2 guys broke in his house and slapped him while he was sleeping and ran out of his house. They didn't steal anything. They just
broke in his house to
slapped
slap
the
him.
shit out of
That's
him.
what I'm going to do on the Lions pregame show this weekend. I'm going to roll out there. And we're going to sit down. And we're going to be there over at Shed 5, and I'm going to slap the shit out of Jeff Iafredi on air. And he ain't going to do anything about it except fix his hair and then go on with his point. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, give me my darn theme music.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Break into his set and slap him in the face. And then tell him, do something. And he'll sit down like the bitch that he is. Where were we? Oh, yeah, what I wanted to get into. About the Lions. Be Ruthless 81. I don't want Dan to change anything. Yeah, so that is what, real quick, LOL. That is what I'm going to do. But no, I wanted to revisit the rookies, because they seem to be a hot topic of discussion. So let's revisit the rookies. BMG. You watched the game. You were locked in. What was your impression? Jack Campbell, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brian Branch, Broderick Martin.
I'm not like writing off anything on Jahmyr Gibbs a lot. One thing I did notice is he does a lot of what DeAndre Swift did, and a lot of what Lions fans got on DeAndre Swift about was running.
Cut it out.
Running to the outside, running to the sidelines, not finding the holes, going up the middle. But it's still early in his career, and obviously I'm not hitting too much on Jahmyr Gibbs yet. But next week he is going to have to show it. You're going head-to-head with Bijan Robinson now. You got Monty out. And then Jack Campbell, I mean, I would have loved to see him more, but for the plays that he was in, he's still making an impact. I think that guy just needs more reps and more time to get out there. But
Sam Laporta, still that
oh,
dude.
yeah, Sam Laporta.
I told you.
He looked really good.
My two guys, Laporta and Gibbs. I'm riding with those guys. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Be Ruthless also said Branch looked great, and he did. And looking back through the box score, Jack Campbell had 6 tackles. 4 of them were solo. Brian Branch had 4 tackles. 3 of them were solo. They didn't turn Seattle over, so there was none of that. They had 1 sack. That was Alex Anzalone, so there wasn't a ton of that as well.
Some of these people need to relax. Phil is on here talking Gibbs a failure. Gibbs is not a failure. Cut it out. Stop it. If he comes out next week and has an unbelievable game, you'll be sitting there slapping your meat talking about how great he is.
Okay.
Stop it.
Well, what about this one? I'm salty. Gibbs looked great for a third-string running back.
Oh, God. These people.
We're getting a little out of pocket today. I knew we would. And you know what? It's okay. The emotions are still running high. So it's okay. It's just, look, guys, could it be possible that it's on us a little bit? And when I say us, I mean us people, we the people.
No, I'm not taking any of that because we didn't know. It's not on us. It's on them.
But Lindsey, I'm saying though, in retrospect, like the anger that we feel, or for me, in my case, it's disappointment. It's not anger. For some people, it's anger, not disappointment. It's just for me, Lindsey, and we're still in this phase. Even this organization is still in this phase. When you're counting on rookie parlays, in the long run, you're going to lose. You're like Big Mike Gentry with the sports book. You can there's only so many 14 parlays you can throw up there.
Whoa, Neal. Come on, I sent you all winners this weekend. And I still got one going tonight. I'll show you after the show. But
okay.
All right.
All I know is I give the people winners.
All right.
I tried to give you a winner. You didn't want it. There's other people that did want it, and they took it. But still, you get to the point, Lindsey, do we overvalue contributions of rookies as a sports society? We do, don't we? Be real.
We probably do. But the thing about it is, you don't expect a rookie to be whatever. You don't expect over and above from him. You expect him to be solid, and you expect
Lindsey,
him to learn.
People were calling for Gibbs to get 1,500 yards, man.
That's just people wishful thinking and watching him, how dynamic he was in college, which I think it will translate. It'll translate. I don't know when, but I think it'll translate to him being that dynamic in the NFL because the kid he's really good. I just don't think that people understand a rookie going through these situations. They're going to be up and down. And the better the supporting cast around those guys are, the less you see rookie hiccups. But you're going to see them. Every rookie has hiccups. Sorry, guys. That's just the way it is.
Bijan Robinson looks pretty good through 2 weeks.
We'll revisit that.
Your back, sorry.
We'll revisit that week 10, and then he'll come back to earth, and then people will say, well, you know.
Well, everyone's going to go to the unicorn example too. I mean, he was unilaterally the best football player in the draft. Bijan Robinson,
Jalen Carter,
player for player, was the best football player in the draft, and that you won't run across many people that would dispute that. Like, he is the unicorn. We said this on this air. I said, if you're going football player, Bijan Robinson is the most NFL-ready, step-in-and-go player.
You did say that.
That there is out, and I believe it's not close.
Yeah, but I still, rookies are going to be rookies, and at some point they're going to show you, that they're rookies. They're going to make a play, or they're going to run the wrong route, or they're going to have some type of mistake that they'll get over and they'll be better for. So I'm not tripping on our rookies, man. I like Laporte. I like Gibbs. I think those guys are going to be fine.
Laporte was probably the best rookie last year.
Yeah,
It's
Laporte,
actually not even a problem.
Laporte
It
had a
was.
great game.
Sorry.
He was, man.
Helped me catch the parlay.
Every target. He's caught every target, right? I believe he's caught every target that's been thrown his way. Shad216. This fan base is brain dead. They show more energy when the Lions lose than when they win. # mask on. And Shad has a ski mask on in his profile pic. So there's that. So it'll
Shout
be
out to Shad.
Yeah, Shad and Spenmo. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not fucking leaving. Like, it's not.
We're gonna need the CIA a wrecking ball to get Spenmo out of that ski mask.
It's not the end of the world, everybody. It was a bad loss, but
disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing. And I'll tell you this. I'm glad that I slept on it too, because I was upset like everybody else. But then in the end, I flipped on Red Zone.
It doesn't even matter.
And oh, by the way, let's touch on this. Let's touch on this when we come back. My sons are really getting into watching football now, which is kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
But I want to talk to you guys about that experience. I'm just going to spend 2 minutes on it when we come back. I did not spend 2 minutes on the treadmill at Planet Fitness today. We're getting ready for that half marathon, everybody. It was 10 miles today on that treadmill. An hour and 39 minutes.
That's getting it in.
But hey, you can do that at Planet Fitness. There's an army of cardio equipment. There's an army of weights, and it's just $1 down and $10 a month for access to your home club. Black card option, $24.99 a month. You can go to any Planet Fitness in the world. Over 2,400 of them. There's 50 plus in Metro Detroit alone. I've accomplished every fitness goal I've ever had. Whether I wanted to lift weights and get toned, whether I'm an idiot and I sign up for a half marathon, I train for it at Planet Fitness, and it's cool. We get it taken care of in there. Any fitness goal you have, they're there to help. Unlimited tanning with the black card. You also get the support of trainers. Whatever you want to do, guys, you can do. I'm telling you, I've done it through Planet Fitness. Go to planetfitness.com, pull in the parking lot, join there. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Calling all landscapers, how would you like to landscape like a legend? Register for your chance for 4-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty to work for your crew for a day. That's right, Darren McCarty on your zero-turn weed whipping and edging for your favorite clients. Sign up today at OutdoorQuipco.com. That's OutdoorQuipco.com. Why is that the most DMAC thing ever?
Is it not?
It's like, can you just... If I walked outside and saw D-Mac on a lawnmower, I'd just be like, yeah, all right, that makes sense.
Is it not? That would be like me, having a contest where I come over and drink all your good bourbon.
Yeah, literally.
And then leave.
It is the most D-Mac thing ever. I love it.
It absolutely is. Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter in for D-Mac. Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter as well. Donovan DeLong, haven't seen you here before, Donovan. Appreciate you tapping into the network. Big Lions fan from Atlanta, coming to Detroit this weekend for the first time ever, being there with my buddy who's a Falcons fan. We better win. Shout out, Donovan. Appreciate you pulling up on the network. I got a buddy of mine that's a big Falcons fan too. Frankie in the ATL. He's calling in Wednesday.
Okay.
He's going to call in Wednesday. We're going to do it. Is that cool, BMG? Can we handle that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we be able to?
Well, because I'm not used to that.
Oh.
We don't get that on this
I've been
show.
here for a little bit now, Neal.
I know.
We forgot to talk about it. When we were at the Dispo, they revamped the setup after we finished.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to bring that up.
Yes.
What?
Oh, you guys, listen to this real quick. Listen to this. You guys watched the show Friday. We were at Dispo, right? Out there in Whitmore. The Dispo people, by the way, the bomb.
Oh, yes.
Love them.
They're the best.
They are the absolute best.
And T-Burgers.
T-Burgers, the bomb. We all know this. Okay, listen to this. Oh, my God, you guys, listen. So we get done with the show. And immediately, you know how usually like they come in and they change out all the crappy equipment for good equipment because the bottom line is there. Not only did they do that, which they always do, they took it a step further. They reconfigured the whole stage, the whole setup. They moved the production table here. They moved the stage over there. They took the chair that was off to the side. They moved it here behind the TV screen so they could make eye contact with Maz when they talked to him. Because the way it was set up before, they couldn't make eye contact with Maz, and they need to make eye contact with them when they talk. They don't want, Parker or JB Smoove to make eye contact with them. That's not in the contract. But they need to make eye contact with Maz. They moved everything. It was like a teenage party when their parents leave to go up north, and they come in and they take all the furniture and move it all out. That's what it was like.
I was gonna help them. I was gonna help JB and Brady.
And you drew the line.
I drew the line.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I loved it. Hey, UAW and Spencer, stay strong. Solidarity, brother.
That's what we're all about.
It was wild.
Yeah, that was.
Dude, they whipped out. There was like architect plans of how they wanted it to be.
Rolled it out.
Yeah, they rolled it out and used our equipment to hold it down from the breeze so that everyone knew what the plans were. They rolled in all this new equipment. If you don't believe, people talk about the blue wall in the media. If you don't believe that there's an E&E wall at this network, you're fooling yourself.
You are fooling yourself.
Oh, goodness.
Everything they are the most bougie show in the history of sports talk.
I thought, remember I said, is that a refrigerator they have over there?
Yeah, and they told you, shut up, Lindsey, and get out of here. Get your shit and get out of here.
They got mad at me for thinking it was a refrigerator. I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe you kept the lemon water in there. Hey, who knows? I don't know. These guys do a lot. I don't know.
It was absurd, and it's real, folks. It is absolutely real.
Dan Wood said can't leave caviar at room temp.
No.
It's true.
You can't.
Oh, man.
We were just sitting there eating our burgers, and they were changing the whole stage.
Man, just looking at us like, would you? You know how that person gives you that look when they're cleaning?
Yeah.
And they want you to move out the way, but they won't say it?
Yep.
That's the look we were getting.
But shout out to JB, man. He didn't know that Ermanni and he didn't know that we were supposed to be there for Big D Energy.
Because they didn't want us there. Because they didn't want to reconfigure the stage.
We were an afterthought. But he pulled up, and we got that whole stage and everything set up in 30 minutes. So shout out to Brady. Shout out to JB. Shout out to Sean for helping us. Sean Davish at Dispo. It was the boys were out there struggling, but we made it.
Yes. So, we just wanted to talk about that real quick. Real cream of wheat. The final word is beyond spoiled. I don't know. Dan, would the final word have people for their people?
They do. I have to talk to Maz's agent before I want to talk to him.
Smoke N says, Neal, your jelly is showing. It's not jealous. It's just an observation, Smoke N.
They have a Maz camera.
Yes.
It's a Maz camera.
Yeah, it's the Maz camera. Nobody else can use it.
Adiz 411. Ermanni and Edwards is the flagship show. I know.
We know now.
Yeah.
They pump all the resources into them, all the stage reconfigurations, where their show clips are positioned on the YouTube channel, all of it.
Yep.
Whatever, man. I just do my show, and
Making all the good interviews.
and we roll on. We roll on. But no, I did want to talk about this real quick too, and we are going to get around the NFL and take a look at everything that went on around the league, because it was already a crazy, like, the league is already crazy week 2.
Yes.
Week 2, the league is already, and that was kind of, that played into my point too. As I watched things play out yesterday in the NFL, that calmed me a little bit about what happened with the Lions.
Right.
Because
Sure.
there are some franchises that are going to their Waterloo here in week 3.
No, they're going to the watershed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is their season hangs in the balance.
Yeah.
In week 3, which is crazy to say, but it does. And so for the Lions, while it was a missed opportunity, it did make me feel a little bit better. Apollo says, Ermanni and Edwards isn't even a Lions show, it's a Jet show, SMH.
JB Smooth in the Woodward Sports Chat says, appreciate you guys. I know I pulled up like a Fast and Furious movie and started whipping everything out of the truck. He did.
Did he come in on a Tokyo Drift?
If you guys didn't notice, like, that Dispo in Whitmore Lake, a very nice facility, by the way, but it's on a grassy knoll. Like,
Yes, it is.
there's a hill you got to climb, and they have a little, pathway to drive up the hill. JV was drifting the U-Haul through there, slid it into a spot, ripped the back door open, and started throwing shit out. It was impressive.
JB Smooth is that man. But no, I did want to bring this up too, just real quick. So after the Lions game was over, my sons, through fantasy football and stuff, are starting to get into watching football. They're 14 and 16. That's about the age I remember. That's when I started to really, like, sit down and watch. And, like, they don't watch games. They watch Red Zone.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you guys this. Have you noticed it with Red Zone that it's even more ADHD this year?
It's the TikTok generation.
Dude, it feeds the ADHD.
Oh,
man.
my God. Like, this year.
It feeds it.
I haven't noticed it because that was the first time, like, I sat down and watched it. They are whipping your ass around that league
man.
now.
Yeah.
Like Scott Hansen or whatever,
He's
that
the
dude.
real deal.
He doesn't even talk as much anymore
It
now.
is impressive, though, how he keeps up with all that shit. Scott Hansen's the man. But, yeah, it's bad. My dad, it was funny, I was watching Red Zone last week, and my dad was like, it makes my head hurt how they keep cutting back and forth. Like, between all the shows.
Peaceful Tim, Neal, you need to raise them right. We watched the full game until zero's on the clock here in Detroit. We did. We did. We watched it.
Young kids don't do that anymore.
But they don't, man.
No.
They don't.
Red Zone's awesome, though.
Red Zone is elite, says Wheezy D313. I can't even take commercials anymore. Red Zone's basically like scrolling TikTok
It really
these
is.
days.
Yeah, it really is.
But I just wanted to talk about it real quick. Like, I've noticed that, and I wanted to run it by you guys. Have they turned up the heat on that this year?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they don't even dick around. Like, a play ends and boom, they're on to the next.
Yeah.
There isn't even a setup anymore.
Yeah.
You're just into that next play. And then boom, you're into that next play.
I haven't seen an Octobox yet, but I'm waiting for an Octobox.
They busted it out week 1.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Octobox is legit.
Dude,
See, I don't get the Octobox because, like, I watched the Lions game full through. And then at 4 o'clock, because we've carved away, because there's 2 Monday night games for some stupid reason tonight.
Hey, we love it.
We've carved
Why
away.
is there 2 Monday night games tonight?
It's so stupid, dude.
One's at 7 and one's at 8. Isn't that? Like,
The whole thing's dumb.
That 4 o'clock slate yesterday was brutal.
Yeah.
Well, I got home from the Lions game. I didn't really want to watch it, but I had a bet on the 49ers game, so had to.
Shout out to Big Mike Gentry, too, for taking the Giants down by 21.
Told you, man. I told Lindsey about it, too.
Danny Jones, fantasy beast yesterday. I don't care how it ended. I know that they're cooked without Saquon. Daniel Jones, fantasy monster.
No, that'll be his last fantasy explosion.
I keep hearing that all the time, Lindsey,
did
but
you
I
see
never
week
see
one?
it. Yeah, I did.
What did he do week 1?
Week 1's old. Why you got to bring up old shit?
He got abused.
Exactly. He'll be back to normal. Trust me. Especially without Saquon.
Danny Nichols.
Smoke N. So he got mad that I said Smoke N. So Smoke N with a capital N. You're the one that put the capital N on the end of your name. I didn't do that. Don't get mad at me about the way I pronounce it. You spelled it that way. Get mad at me because the way I say it when I'm saying it the way you spelled it. But anyway, wish I could have Sunday ticket without paying a second mortgage for it.
I don't have Sunday ticket. I didn't even know I had Red Zone.
Yeah. Well, Red Zone's 50. You know, if you want to pay for it,
yeah,
it's $15 a month on NFL Plus, man.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's a deal with YouTube TV where you get Red Zone too for like $10 or something like that. That's how I have it. I've had it for like 4 years, 5 years.
Life with Kool-Aid says I watch the Lions on the TV and I have Red Zone on the laptop. But again, it's just I think that they've turned that up. Yeah. You know how with commercials they've turned up the bright colors and the quick camera movements and everything like that?
Right.
All they're doing is replicating commercials.
Yes. Yes, but you know who the Red Zone, just like you said, your kids are watching Red Zone. All the youngsters watch Red Zone. They don't sit there and watch games in their entirety.
Well, I think it's different. If you got the Lions playing, you're putting them on at least one screen and then Red Zone on another screen, just like the chat said. You have to watch your home team all the way through. That's not a thing. Not a thing. You know, like.
But I felt myself getting caught up in it too, though, where I was like I had just taken a hit and it was going through my veins, and then I was like.
Yeah, you get locked in.
I mean, like a guy would get tackled. I'd be like, hurry up, get to the next play. Yeah. Get to the other game. Show me Russell Wilson combusting again. What are you going to say, BMG?
Red Zone's made for fantasy players and gamblers.
And ADHD people.
Yep.
And my kids were just locked TF into it, man. So, you know, make your money, man. WeezyD313, Herbert is a fantasy beast as well. Too bad that's it. When we come back, we're going around the NFL. ... I wonder where that's going to go. Let me tell you about the Randy Wise Automotive Golf Tour. How'd you like to see famous athletes like Jim Harbaugh, Darren McCarty, and Braylon Edwards play golf with average Joes thanks to Randy Wise Automotive and Woodward Sports? You can do just that. The Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Go to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Check out the episodes. Jim Harbaugh's on there, striping it down the middle of the fairway. He's had a lot of time to work on his golf game over the last couple of weeks, so I'm sure it's even better now. It's a Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour, a partner with Woodward Sports.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in Downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
just in time for
Get it together, Smitty.
Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue.
And it's glorious.
It's glorious. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. Unnecessary shot. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. I'm pretty gassy and aggressive myself. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. So smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check out with promo code Woodward, and make sure you go to www.gloriouscanna.com.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter. Real quick, woodwardsports.com chat thread. Danny G says, don't let Dork from douching the dork in the morning hear the Justin Herbert slander.
Douching the dork.
Just another under 500 quarterback in the NFL. That's what he is.
the best comment.
That is a good comment.
Did you take Herbert over Golf?
No.
Spenny?
Yes.
Long
Yes.
term? No, because Herbert
long
signed
term.
his deal, right?
Yes, he did.
So he's.
Wait. I don't know.
Has he? I thought he did.
I'll look.
I thought he signed that big $200 million.
I thought he did the 5 for 250 deal as well, but we'll see.
Lucas left his wallet in here. I'm about to start buying shit.
Herbert this year is still on the rookie number, so he's 8.5 this year. So yeah, I would take Justin Herbert this year. But yeah, it's 5 at 262. So that thing's rolling. That thing's ramping up.
Look at how stupid these Ohio licenses look. Look at how stupid this looks. Let me cover his.
Who is that?
It's Lucas. Oh.
They're struggling.
Look at how stupid this looks.
Nice cursive writing. Who uses cursive writing?
What a stupid license, Ohio.
Nice effort.
Stupid. Ohio sucks.
Yes. People talking about. Here we go. Torrey Smith. Torrey, I haven't seen you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. They're not all like this, don't worry. Go get Mike Evans and Chase Young. Why? Why would Tampa be interested in trading Mike Evans? They're 2-0. He's that dude for them. He's making Baker Mayfield good. What interest would they have in trading Mike Evans?
None.
I saw this on social media Sunday, and I couldn't understand it.
It's just people need something to talk about when we lose. That's the easy way out. Hey, we need to go get another receiver. Mike Evans is available. He's not available.
Right. Sue and Leonard Fournette.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. Sign playoff Lenny, sign Ndamukong Suh.
Now, Torrey, if you'd have said, go get Mike Evans, bring him home, then we would have agreed and said, bring him home.
You didn't say bring him home.
But you didn't say bring him home. We have to have that. In order to get your trade requests read on this show, you have to follow it up with bring him home, even though he has never been in this city before.
I'm with DNC ENT on this. This would be a dream scenario if you could get DeForest Buckner, but they're
bring him home.
Bring him home. That would be amazing, but it's not going to happen.
Michael Daniel, Lions got outcoached and outplayed. You can make that case. You could.
I mean, when you lose, you can say
you can say that,
case.
right?
Yeah.
Smoke end. He said, "I'm with you all. Hutch does his bull rush. Dude is not a Hall of Famer." It's from Smoke End.
Smoke N every day. All right, hey, we got to do it. Around the NFL, what stood out to you? What are you thinking about? I got 100 different ways I can go. And Tua, that's Spenny. We'll let Spenny go right out of the box.
Tua Tagovailoa, first quarterback to win 5 straight starts versus Patriots during the Belichick era.
It's impressive.
Tua is him.
Bill Belichick has never beat Tua. But I was told wins aren't important when you're a quarterback. That's what I was told from douche in the dork in the morning. I've heard that time and time again. But look, I gave you guys the chance last week. Spencer Raxter, you did it.
I did.
I opened it up to the people.
Right.
I said you can get on board with Tua right now. We'll forgive the past sins. Spencer, you stepped up to it.
I did.
And here he is. Bill Belichick's never beat him.
He looks good. First of all, Tyreek Hill is the best player in the NFL. But Tua looks really good, man.
No, he's Tua. He is what he's doing, what he did in Alabama, which was be pinpoint accurate. And
he's throwing balls that drop in over guys' helmets.
And last night when he looked right and nobody was there, he went back to the left and dropped it right in the breadbasket. Like, unbelievable. Like, he's that guy.
That Tyreek Hill touchdown cashed me 4 bets. I was pretty happy with that. 2 parlays, 2 straight ups.
Paul Thomas trade for Malik Willis. Bring him home.
Bring him home.
Bring him home. BMG, what stood out to you, man?
That the Chargers still suck. Justin Herbert is not that guy. I said it earlier, so I can't bring it. I didn't want to bring it up again, but I was trying to look through some other games. And C.J. Stroud looked really good, even though they lost. Almost threw for 4 bills. So
wait a minute.
I've always said Justin Herbert sucks. I said he's a dink and dunk king.
He doesn't suck. He's just
mid.
He's
what
just
I
not
mean.
as good as Tua.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't close out a game. You got the ball first in overtime.
Say
Against
that again.
the Titans. The Titans' defense is trash, too.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Justin Herbert wishes he was as good as Tua.
Let's go. You ever get that when you've been on something for a long time?
Right.
Yeah.
And even you save one soul. Like, right, people that preach their message to millions of people. And if I can just save one person, then it was all worth it on my end. So you know what? This whole Tua movement, I don't care if douche and the dork in the morning still think that Tua's not good, even though he wins all the time.
Yeah.
I say Spenny's soul.
They think Tua's not good?
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Douche in the dork.
And he loves Justin Herbert.
Yeah, loves him.
Is Sean Payton cooked?
Sean Payton is cooked.
Because they won't let Russ cook.
Whoa.
Russ is cooked.
Lindsey.
That Hail Mary. He had a chance with the Hail Mary. Needed that 2-point conversion.
Cook. He's trying to control him too much.
He got sacked 7 times,
because
Lindsey.
of the play call.
Because he is cooked. It's not let Russ cook. It's Russ is cooked.
Let Russ cook. Let him go out his way. Sean Payton is trying to control him too much.
Sam Flannel in the Woodward Sports Chat. Tua Tagovailoa has still never started one playoff game, and he is going into year 4.
You know what else he hasn't done?
Tua is good. Herbert is still better.
Yeah.
No, he's
you know
not.
what else he hasn't done? He's never blown a 29-0 lead in a playoff game.
That is true. He did that.
Flannel, he's not better. Sorry.
Herbert's like Matt Ryan.
Brian Kobara says, well, look at the source in the morning. Exactly, Brian. Exactly.
You always have to consider the source. That used to be one of my sayings.
Sue Yu, put Herbert with Miami, McDaniel with Tyreek Hill. He's putting up 500 yards. No, Sue Yu, you don't get to do that.
Yeah, can't do that.
Let me tell you what else. Put Tua with the Chargers, and he's going to win 60% of his games.
Yeah.
You know how I know? He always wins more than 60% of his games, wherever he's been.
Tua Tagovailoa has never had a chance to start a playoff game for being a consummate winner, says Sam Flannel. Guess what, Flannel? He's still better than Herbert. Herbert chokes, Tua doesn't.
Right, absolutely. So there's that.
You put Tua on the Chargers last year, they win against the Jags.
It's
Herbert's fault.
Your boy Brock Purdy, huh?
Hey, I'm just saying, all he does is win. That's all he does.
Unlike Justin Herbert.
All Herbert does is win 48% of the time.
That's true.
48% of the time, he wins every time.
See, and the thing I love about Purdy, and he had a bad game. I consider the game he played yesterday really bad. That was a bad game for him. But at no point in that game, I felt like he was throwing any pass he threw. It was not nowhere near being intercepted.
I would take Brock Purdy over Justin Herbert.
Me too.
He's a winner.
Yeah. You hear that, Flannel? Put that in your flannel shirts and burn it.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy would close out a 29-0 lead in a playoff game.
He would.
Easy.
He got you a field goal at least.
You put Brock Purdy on the Chargers last year, and they beat the Jags.
Hold on. Brady Orchard. Brady, I haven't seen you in here before, but I appreciate your contributions, especially when they are, Sam is a bozo. You notice the extra on that one?
Yep.
For those of you that just missed that, Brady Orchard says, Sam is a bozo.
Sam Flannel in the Woodward Sports Chat. You guys are high off your ass if you think Brock Purdy is better than Justin Herbert. One wins, one doesn't.
Yeah. 52% of the time, he loses every time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you just like losers,
Yeah,
Flannel.
and 100% of the time, when he has a 29-0 lead in the playoffs, he loses every time.
Flannel, you don't count wins and losses. You just count. What do you count? I don't understand. I thought you were like a stats guy. You go crazy over your quarterback. This is the same guy that said, why are we listening to him? I had to come back to realization.
It's on you.
Yeah,
See, Lindsey, that fault. Moment of self-accountability where you're like, wait a minute, I'm the idiot. It's not Sam Flannel. I am.
Yes. So the guy said Tom Brady's lucky he's not great. Why am I talking? Next subject.
Yes. Another thing I noticed, by the way, the Atlanta Falcons, my pick to win that division this year.
Not going to win it.
2-0, and they are smashing people in the face running the football.
They're going to crumble.
Lindsey, that doesn't go away.
Okay. Remember I said you got to be able to pass the ball in this league. I don't care how much of a smash mouth team you got. You better be able to pass that ball.
Speaking of passing the ball, Justin Fields looked good yesterday.
Ooh, that was a rough one.
Yeah. He's a good running back. Sam Flannel says Justin Herbert has 97 career touchdown passes. Tua has 56. Take that for data.
And what's Herbert's record this year? 0-2. And what is Tua? 2-0.
Yeah.
Take that for data.
Yeah, absolutely. 66% of the time, he wins every time. 48% of the time, Justin Herbert wins every time. But I was told they're not a stat. You know what I noticed too? Hey, everyone and I saw the national media tweeting about this when they were up by 18 or whatever they were. The quote, Sean Payton effect. I love the Sean Payton effect. I was happy. You guys know me. Not a Russell Wilson guy at all. You guys know that. At the time, I wasn't happy about it, but in the end, much like the Toronto Maple Leafs, how it all went down, much like the Los Angeles Lakers, how it all went down, I was glad they got the Hail Mary and then not the 2-point conversion because Russ is cooked. Sean Payton can't resurrect him. You know what? With Sean Payton, maybe it was just Drew Brees. Maybe.
Could have been.
Because I was told the Savior was coming, that Sean Payton was going to lay his hands on Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson sucks.
And the crippled could walk as long as Sean Payton laid his hands on him and took him by the back and neck and dunked him in the Holy River and pulled him back out, and he would be fixed.
You guys got this all wrong. You cannot have Russell in such a controlled environment. He has to be able to scramble and make random decisions. You can't just pinpoint where he's going to pass the ball or put him in a situation where he, doesn't have options. They're cooking Russ. They're cooking Russ because they're not letting him cook.
Russ is overcooked.
He is. Dried out.
Yeah, well done.
You're going to use a quarter bottle of A1 on that.
Oh, for sure.
I tried, Russ. I'm sorry.
Kat said, this is a dumb take by Neal. Wilson is fine. Denver's defense was trash.
Okay. He's 0-2 again, man. He's 0-2 again. Let me tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency. They spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. The podcast, This is the S Word, helps address the stigma associated with seeking help. If you're struggling or some you know is struggling, thesportsma.com. Thesportsma.com. The Sports Marketing Agency. They're here to help.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Go in.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com. Neal Rhul here for the Academy of Warren. There still is time for you to enroll now. Go to academyofwarren.net. What do they offer? Kindergarten through 8th grade with AM/PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a Learning Street futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Hope Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K through 8 athletics, and a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome fieldhouse with a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field that can be used for 7-on-7 football. Enroll now. academyofwarren.net. Coming down the stretch, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network on a post-mortem Monday here. Lions fall to the Seahawks. This would be a great time to let you know about the Big D Energy podcast. Subscribe, rate it.
5 stars.
5 stars, review it. Get it in there. And the first hour and 15 minutes of the show, that's what we were talking about.
Lucas sent me a San Flannel video.
What's that?
Lucas sent me a San Flannel reaction video.
So?
I'm not going to play it. I haven't seen it yet. But here's what San Flannel is doing in the back as we speak.
Let's
You
see.
do realize that in the first 2 games that Justin Herbert's offense has led the Chargers to 29 points per game. It's that fucking defense led by Brandon Staley that has given up 31.5 points per game. Oh, but Justin Herbert can't win. Justin Herbert can't motivate his...
Yeah, you know what? You know what the problem is? I know. Because 29 points is the line where Justin Herbert will lose the game. Every single time.
Yep.
He'll never rise up and win, especially in the playoffs. You can't even stake him to a 29-0 lead. The guy's a loser. He loses more than he wins.
He is a loser.
That's a fact. Now the Kid Cudi shirt, that's a W move. The rest of that picture is an L move.
Oh, man.
Tomorrow, by the way, rest in peace Tuesday in the world of football.
It's going to be a big Tuesday.
A big Tuesday.
It's my birthday.
It's a good thing you're not going to be here for rest in peace Tuesday.
I would rest my own franchise to peace. I would rest my own team to peace.
I'm
At
going.
the hands of Michael Penix.
I'm going in tomorrow. I'm going in, Spenny.
I don't blame you.
And I demand an apology from your people.
I can VMix in from my tattoo.
That actually would be. We actually should do that.
Live getting tattooed. Yeah, I'm down.
Text me and remind me tomorrow. We got to make that happen.
All right.
We got to make that happen. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Vincent Law. Russ got sacked 7 times. Context matters. Okay, Vince, I can play that game too. The context of that is Russ is cooked and he can't get away from it anymore. That's the context. He had an 18-point lead, lost a game.
Flannel says Tua has never played a playoff game in his life.
And
Still better than Justin
Yeah.
Herbert.
I would rather never play a playoff game than play one and lose a 29-point lead.
It's fair.
We can put it in the chat, but I don't think we need to.
No.
Because we know.
I'd take Jordan Love over Justin Herbert.
Herb Nash. Russ was a product of a system just like Geno is. As soon as Geno tries to get paid, his career's over.
He already got
just
paid.
like Russ's. He got Geno paid.
Geno got paid. What are you talking about?
He got Geno paid. He didn't, swing, come out of his shoes or anything like that.
Right.
He got a very good contract, good for both sides, and he's there and he's doing it. But you are right. How about this, guys? How about it? Could it be Pete Carroll? Could it be that? A Hall of Fame coach? Could it be that?
Yeah, Pete's pretty doggone good, I would say.
Anything else stand out to any of you guys?
Other than the Niners? Cowboys are riding high right now.
Are you worried about the Bengals? Bengals at all?
No,
Joe Burrow?
I'm glad you brought that up.
They didn't really show up until the second half.
No,
Joe
they're
Burrow
cooked.
looked like ass that whole first half, but he played. Yeah.
Re-aggravated the calf injury.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Like, it is not good. And I'll tell you this, too, guys. And this isn't, for clicks. This isn't to fire people up. This isn't a grandiose media statement. It is simply mathematical fact. The Cincinnati Bengals, the LA Chargers, the Minnesota Vikings,
Patriots.
The Patriots are probably not going to the playoffs. The math says between the Chargers and the Bengals in particular, I will give you guys this guarantee. One of them is not going to the playoffs.
Facts.
They're 0-2. You're dead in this league when you're 0-2. 91% of the time, you don't go to the playoffs when you're 0-2 in this league. So, it stands to reason one of them is not going.
Nope.
I hope for our sake, Lions' sakes, that it is the Bengals that do not go, and I hope the Chargers get there.
And lose.
Well,
I mean, that's just a given.
I kind of want it because Ben Johnson will be the next coach of the Chargers.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm pulling for Dion to get that job.
I don't think he's going to go to the NFL.
I know. I just like stirring up stuff.
I'm pulling for Shador to get drafted by the Falcons.
Yeah. Well,
That'd
if
be sick.
Shador leaves and Hunter leaves, I don't know why he would stay. Why would he stay?
It's a great question.
He can come coach Michigan State.
You guys stay with your Lions coverage right here on Woodward Sports because Tom Mazaway with our own Stick Day will be hosting the post-game show after every Lions game all season long. Turning to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid chugging or same old Lions shouting celebrations or misery, whatever. Bottom line, you don't want to miss it. Mass plus special guests each week directly following every Lions game exclusively on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. So, yeah, guys. The Bengals or the Chargers, one of them ain't going.
And we know the Bears aren't going, so.
No.
Is Baker Mayfield just running through the NFC North? Like,
do it, Baker.
He's already got 2 of them. He's not going to beat the Lions, right?
You know what, too? I was thinking about this yesterday.
Right? Please.
Please don't beat us, Baker.
Like this game against the Falcons, you win that game, and the Falcons did their part. They beat the Packers. And you beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers did their part.
Yeah.
They beat the Bears. You know, they did you a solid. They beat the Vikings. Those are huge games, man, because those are swing games.
Yeah, we got to really see if the Buccaneers are for real.
But
as far as the Lions are concerned, though, it doesn't matter.
I know.
Because they got 2 wins over the NFC North.
True.
They did you a solid.
Sam Reynolds says Justin Herbert has led his team to 30
I
points
know.
more often in the playoffs
Oh,
than
my
Joe
God.
Burrow.
I know.
Sam, shut up. He's a loser, dude.
I would take Shedeur Sanders over Herbert today.
Me too.
Like right now.
Right now.
If I need to win a game, I'm taking Shedeur over
And you got him on a rookie contract.
Yep.
I don't hate that opinion. We're going to get into the college stuff more heavily tomorrow because the Mountain West, by the way, 8-1 against the point spread.
There we go.
San Jose State Spartans covered the number. Disappointing loss for the Spartans, by the way.
Yeah, it's a tough loss.
But hey,
They'll bounce back.
you're never disappointed with your haircut when you go to Lady Jane.
No, definitely not. And you can come into Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and enter for a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
By now you know me, Christina Schnari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
When buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That's exactly what Mark White & Associates offers. It's called the Minute-by-Minute Listing Agreement by Mark White & Associates. Try Mark White's risk-free minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, Spencer Raxter, Big Mike Gentry as well. Make sure you tap in tomorrow. Rest in Peace Tuesday. Who we burying in the football world? We do it every single Tuesday.
Michigan State.
Oh, yes. Spoiler alert. I'm going in on your program, Spenny.
Yeah, they deserve it.
I'm going in.
Have mercy on them. They had some
No,
very
no.
Had some very peculiar situations going on.
No, there will be no mercy.
Yeah.
Because there was already signs of this before all of that. Lindsey, nice defensive coordinator you got there. Nice defensive coordinator.
Hazelton.
The weakest link of your program is your acting head coach.
Yeah.
The guy who oversees the weakest link of your program. Michael Penix set fire to your village.
He did. He burned my crops.
He's going to win the Heisman, right?
If he plays MSU every week, he will. But if he can keep that up, he's got to be top 3.
Oh, man.
Good game, J.J. McCarthy.
That was not good. I didn't even watch that. But
I was told he's the #1 pick in the draft.
And the Heisman Trophy winner.
I was told that from somebody on this network.
Yeah. That was a reach, wasn't it?
I was told.
And we were talking about him. We said he's probably the fourth or fifth best quarterback at best.
Yeah, I would say if Shador comes out, he's probably going to be the fifth quarterback off the board.
Yeah.
Andrew Jones. Does Ermanni still think JJ's the first pick in the draft after the 3-interception performance against Bowling Green?
3 interceptions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yikes.
Yes.
Ask Ermanni. That's a question Ryan Ermanni can answer.
I was at the beer fest when that game was played, and then I came back hammered from the beer fest.
JJ
the
McCarthy.
Colorado game was on.
JJ McCarthy should have been at the beer fest during that game.
MC Regs, JJ's a fraud.
Hey man, I didn't start it. Big Simmy said, "Whoever said that about JJ is a bozo." Take it up with them. I didn't. I didn't say it. Hoof Hearted said JJ looked shook. I didn't get a chance to see it because I was at the San Jose State Toledo game, so I didn't get a chance to see it. Oh, it was cool. It's a good football game. A lot of fun. Big crowd down there. Nice. It was a lot of fun. Didn't work out for San Jose State, but we may have multiple get-rights next weekend.
Wow.
The landscape is setting up for it. You'll like one of them. You won't like the other one. But let me just pause and see how it goes. Iowa, by the way, speaking of the get right, I got you guys right. We said it earlier. Over 34.5. They score 41. And oh, by the way, magically, that puts their point output at 25 points per game. Right on the number for Brian Ferentz to realize the maximum value of his contract. He doesn't get fired if they don't get there. He just doesn't get all the money that's in the contract. People need to understand that.
Shout out to Iowa.
Scored a touchdown with up 34-10.
Yeah.
And had the ball with 8 seconds left and ran one in against the poor Western Michigan Broncos.
Keep your foot on the throat.
Keep your foot on the throat. No doubt about it. Jack Harrington, Neal, please don't use your get right for Florida State. I need to defeat Gabby this week. Go Clemson.
Yes.
It will not be Florida State. Nice effort.
Coleman looked good again. He had like 180 yards or something like that.
Who's that?
Keon Coleman.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Nice effort against Boston College, though. They looked bad.
They did.
So did Texas, though, against Wyoming.
Hey,
yeah, Texas looked bad. Alabama looked bad. Georgia cranked it up in the second half, but they started out looking bad.
You know, the SEC can have one down year, right? Like, can somebody else win this year, maybe?
I don't know. It's the SEC still until we see it happen. Surprisingly, I mean, I know Ohio State didn't really play anybody, but I was shocked at how.
Oh, damn. Never mind. Keon Coleman didn't do anything. Oh, that was the season totals they put up.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I was shocked how, and we were talking about receivers, right? What receiver is that from Ohio State we were talking about that Neal said he wanted to see something from?
Was it Marvin Harrison?
Yes.
Yeah, that was him, right? I think he had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Did he?
Oh.
Who'd they play?
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
Who'd they play?
We
Western
wanted to see
Kentucky.
results.
Oh, Western Kentucky.
Hilltoppers. No
Bailey Zappi.
No Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi. Hey, for the inside scoop on your Detroit Lions and Woodward and Maine show featuring Gabby D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and of course Detroit legend Terry Foster. 2 times a week, Sundays from 8 to 9 a.m. You can kick off your Sunday with them, and then Tuesdays, that'd be tomorrow, from 7 to 8 a.m. as well. The most in-depth reporting and breakdown of the game, the players, and all things Detroit Lions. Go to YouTube, type Woodward Sports, and boom, you are in there. There was one other thing I wanted to get to, and now I forgot.
Flannel Sam says Cade McNamara has looked terrible for Iowa this year so far. It makes me happy.
Yeah, well, one of those programs has gotten in the 40s this year.
Damn.
And one hasn't.
That's true.
Someone it said JJ's a 5-star. It doesn't matter.
Everybody's 5-star.
Right, you coming into college now? It's different. Now prove that you're a 5-star.
He's got 5 picks in his last 4 games that he's played. What? Why are we laughing?
It's true.
That's true.
I don't speak in opinion, man. I speak in facts. But it's okay. Everything's fine. I love Michigan fan too. They're complaining about the schedule now.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect from these guys?
They're bored.
You're bored. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, there was one other thing in college football. Portland State played Oregon week 1. Remember that game?
Yeah.
It was like 81-7 or something like that.
It's seniors.
Portland State beat North American University this weekend 93-0.
No
so their
way.
point differential is positive now.
93-0.
Yes.
Who?
North American University.
That's not a real place.
No, that's a school they made up.
It's like Chicago School for the Blind. Right.
Right.
Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah, I think Michigan played them in the 1900s. They rode the train down there, and they played.
Maz was in the press car.
Yeah, Maz was in there. He had a fedora on with a media tag on the top of it. Oh, God. Dan Wood, can Michigan get him on the schedule next year? September 11th, they're playing a night game at the Big House against North American University.
Oh, man. Hey, did you watch any of that Colorado game? Colorado State, Colorado game?
I did. I was struggling to stay awake at the end. That was a hell of an entertaining game.
That was a great game, man.
Mason Leach, JJ only has 3 picks from one game. Everyone has a bad day, even Caleb Williams against Utah. Mason, what if I told you he has 5 picks in his last 4 games? Would that still be one game on a bad day? Or would it be another bad day on the biggest game that the franchise has played in 2.5 decades? Would that be true or no? Would I be a hater?
You're
Which
probably
is
a
it?
hater. You're a hater.
No, that's not true?
Backwards
That's
hat
very
Neal
true.
brings the energy, man. I
Yeah.
like it.
What's that?
I said backwards hat Neal brings the energy. I like it.
You're welcome for
I
that,
like
Neal.
the vibes today.
Team Mike Gentry.
Yeah.
There you go.
Team Mike Gentry. It's my Barry Sanders draft hat, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That statue is dope.
It was, yeah.
It's
It was pretty cool. All right, rest in peace Tuesday. Tomorrow, my buddy Frankie from the ATL on Wednesday. You don't want to miss that one. He'll be playing the part. Real cream of wheat. Neal, you cannot critique Michigan. My bad.
Yeah.
It's my bad. Look at that. They tried to. Final words in here. They want to reconfigure the studio.
Yep.
For Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy
birthday,
Get it
Spenny.
in.
Thank you. Oh, I'm going to.
Can we get you in live, getting the tattoo tomorrow?
Yeah, we can do that.
Commit to a time?
Yeah, probably like. Well, my appointment's at noon, so like 12:30.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that'll work.
Spencer Raxter live, getting a tattoo tomorrow.
Yep.
You get on the Wi-Fi, no firewalls.
For sure.
Turn the phone sideways.
Got you.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Big D Energy. Well, see you later.